Hey guys, Toast Bomb here, and there's just tons of stuff coming out of E3. So today, I'm going to break it down for you, analyze it, and tell you what I think about it. Now I do cut parts out of the video that don't have any new information in it, so if you would like to see the full video, I will of course put the link down in the description for you guys. Starting off with clip number 1, you may notice on the motion tracker that no longer are vehicles just dots. They're actually the shape of the vehicle and rotated the same way that they are in game. This isn't too big of a thing, but it might give you a little more information while you're playing the game. This crazy thing is called the thruster pack. People are pretty much describing it as a lower powered evade. It will allow you to glide across the map for a short period of time. I'm not sure if you can use it in midair, but I'm really hoping you can because it has a lot of potential for awesomeness. Also, if you look at where the armor ability is regenerating itself, you'll notice that it is regenerating quite quickly. So this means you'll be able to use your thruster packs a lot and fly around the map. And a few little things like the sword's reticle now is a full circle instead of the crescent, and for some reason he has 101% in his sword. Lastly, the HUD element above the armor ability, the cube, with the partial circle around it, you'll see when he gets the kill, that semicircle fills in a little bit more. This will be explained a little bit later, but just something to point out. Here again, if you didn't know, this is the storm rifle. It functions very similar to the plasma rifle or the plasma repeater in previous Halo games. This is the pistol grenade launcher, and if you look at the camcorder display after he shoots it, you'll see that it's actually a radar of the explosive. This could be useful, one, just for timing's sake, but two, you could also launch it around a corner where you're maybe expecting an enemy to be camping and see them on the radar without going around and dying from their shotgun or whatever they have. Here you can see that one of the assassination animations is someone tackling them. Looks like maybe 343 got a cue from the Madden games. In this clip you can get a little bit of an idea of how powerful the grenades will be. It looks to me like maybe they're going with a Halo 3 powered grenade, but it functions more similar to Reach. And what I mean by that is in Halo 3, there was a fixed radius of where that explosion was. Basically, around the Halo 3 grenade when it exploded, there was a bubble. If you're outside of the bubble, you wouldn't get damaged. If you're inside the bubble, you would take full damage or almost full damage. In Reach, there was no fixed radius. There was no bubble. As you went out, you got less and less damaged. So it seems like the grenades are more like Halo 3 damage, but with no fixed radius. This is just a nice looking clip of the bottom floor of Wraparound. The only thing I can say for this clip is that the AR sounds frickin' epic. Listen. That cube semicircle thing that I was talking about earlier, this is where it gets explained. Once that semicircle gets filled up from either kills or assists, you are able to call in a ordnance drop. And you get 3 options with this. You get left D-pad, right D-pad, and down D-pad. The left option is a power weapon like rockets or a sniper rifle, and according to people who have played it, these are map specific. So on some maps where a rocket launcher would be better suited, you'll get rocket launchers from your ordnance drops. The down D-pad option seems to be some sort of fake-out option, where you could place it down and bait an enemy for this weapon that they think is going to be really awesome, but is really just a standard needle rifle or a plasma pistol. And the right D-pad option is a power-up option. So far I've heard about an overshield option and a speed boost option. The speed-up power-up is almost more like a stim, where you'll be reloading faster, sprinting faster, and running faster. Also, this is the new carbine. If you pause right here, you can see that, yes, it is the carbine. Here's some gameplay of the scatter shot that appropriately shoots a scatter shot of a bunch of explosives that can bounce off walls and will explode when they hit an enemy. Though the scatter shot is an explosive weapon, it doesn't seem to actually do too much damage to vehicles. Here again you can see how fast this guy's armor ability is regenerating, only in this case we don't know what armor ability he is actually using. Here we get a little bit of an idea of how powerful the rockets are and what they look like. Now it seems like they're not quite as powerful as the Reach rockets because that first rocket probably would have killed the guy if it was Reach. The projectile also seems to travel fairly slow. First of all, this environment looks epic, but we also maybe get to see a little bit more of how the grenades will function. And we get to see more of the brutal animations in Halo 4. Again, we get to see the carbine, but this time we get to see it shoot a little bit. Unfortunately, they're not showing the HUD in this clip, so we don't get to see what the reticle looks like. There's another view of the thruster pack. This is the new Magnum in Halo 4. To me, it looks like a mixture of all the Magnums in one. It has the size of Halo 3, the exaggeration of Halo 1, and the black finish of Halo 2. Here, what he pops up is something called the Hard Light Shield. It seems very similar to the Call of Duty Riot Shield, and you can't use your weapon while using it. Also, you can get a little bit of an idea of how fast it'll get used up. Here we get a little glimpse of what the sniper looks like in Halo 4. And I'm not positive, but that looks like a blue scope to me, not green. This is a menu for the Spartan Ops chapter selection. Pretty standard, looks really cool, but the most interesting thing to me is that we have the players searching at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if this will just be for Spartan Ops, or if it'll also be for the regular War Games multiplayer. Here we get to see someone ranking up. One, the guy looks pretty badass, and two, we can notice that they're no longer using the credit system, but using XP. On this menu, you can see that there is an option for Spartan Armory, Loadouts, and Spartan ID. In the bottom right, you can see how many of your friends are online, and in the top left, you can see your gamer tag, your Spartan tag, and you can see your number of SP. If you don't know, SP will be the things that you'll be purchasing items with. Then you get a small view of some of the helmets in Halo 4. Here we get to see the loadout menu. Now it looks like there's a maximum of 5 loadouts. He also has 2 abilities selected. He has Thruster Pack and Ammo Pack. We've already seen what Thruster Pack does, but I'm guessing Ammo Pack gives you a little bit more ammo on your starting weapon. But that's all for today. As always, if you liked the video, leave a like or a comment. If you really liked the video, subscribe because there's going to be a lot of Halo stuff coming down the line.